Hei, og velkommen tilbake til Memoria. Vi nå på episode 5. Og vi skal fortsette samtalen med denne her karen som jeg ikke husker navnet på. Sorry.
How can the rest of the story not be important?
Well, it is important, but not for you. Trust me. In this one case, ignorance is truly a blessing.
Is it? Okay. What riddle? What a riddle?
Do I understand you correctly? The glowing inscription on the burial chamber, that's the riddle.
Quite correct.
Yeah.
An archaic inscription written in ancient Talamedia. As an educated Talamede princess, Sadja was the only one who could read it. I created a transcription from my memory, and an old friend translated it for me. It reads, as the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone. Enter if to you the answer is known. If not, then forever your life I'll own.
Eerie.
I believe Sadja knew the answer, else she would never have entered the chamber.
But why didn't she tell the others? Didn't she send them all to their doom that way?
I see you paid attention. I give you 3 days to solve the riddle.
Ooh.
On the 4th day, I'll move on, whether you know the answer or not.
And if I solve it by then?
You shall have what you want from me. A spell of the mightiest transformation. A spell which transforms any living being into any form you desire.
Deal.
I like you, Geron. I'm certain our business will turn out well for both of us.
Believe me, I hope so too.
Så jeg aner at det skal være 2 parallelle historier som går om hverandre.
Strange fellow. Nuri, I'm back. I think I found someone who can help you.
Nuri? As a raven?
Nuri?
I'm here.
Ah, der ja. Hva skjedde med vingen din?
What's wrong?
My wound opened. My wing is bleeding again.
Oh no, were you playing with animals again? You're a raven now. You can't do that anymore.
I wasn't playing. It just opened again.
It doesn't look too bad. You lie and rest. I'll make a salve for you.
Må jeg gjøre det også nå?
For Nuri's salve of healing, I need to mix ground up whirlweed with salve fat. Salve fat. I can only pray that the Lady Perina will allow the use of simple grease just this once.
Ah, ok. Så han har pusset opp hjemme til
Do you
Gwendolyn.
like your new bird tree?
Yes. Geron, why must I be a fairy again before we can leave here?
Because that's what you are. A fairy, not a raven. And Giacomo says we need to hurry about changing you back. He says that a fairy soul is a tender thing. Who knows what'll happen if it stays in the wrong body for too long. And it's much easier for me to protect you here than it would be on the road. If only you would let me protect you.
Ho ho, Nuri. I, King Chestnut, bid you good evening.
Good evening, King Chestnut.
Why so sad, my lovely?
I don't know. Right now, I just want to sleep.
Oh, that's a very wise idea. It's so wise that I hereby officially appoint you to be my Minister of Sleep.
Oh, thank you, dear King.
Det blir
You
for
have earned this
dumt.
title honestly.
Nuri's old chestnut mannequin. I just built that for her last week.
Ok, så hun har vært i Ravn en ganske god stund da.
I tried everything. I asked her Zinder clerics, stole magic books from the school, made pacts with witches. Nothing and nobody can restore the power of the artifact. And anyway, Nuri's old body is lost forever. I hope this Fahi will keep his promise. Did it hurt when the artifact pulled your soul into the raven's body?
I don't know. It was worse before that. My fairy body was wilting away. That was much more painful.
I'm sorry. At that point I could only save your soul, not your body. I often ask myself whether there wasn't another way after all.
Så vi har pusset opp.
I'll take them back during my next break-in.
Og vi har en Ravn som bor med oss,
Books
som
from
liksom
the
er
School of
kjæresten.
Magic about spells and alchemy. None of them could tell me how to transform Nuri back.
Men må vi offre en ny kropp for at hun, eller en annen person, for at hun skal få en ny kropp?
If I pull on this, I'll tear the whole curtain. I can barely keep up with the repairs as it is. The fabric is falling apart more and more. Well, as soon as I solve Fi's riddle, we'll be out of here.
Hva er det du planer om å
Nuri?
gjøre da?
I want to see the world.
But first you need your old body back.
Men den er jo ødelagt.
You'll have to go back in there tomorrow, I'm afraid. At least until you can fly again. Otherwise the Andergastrians will see that I'm traveling with a talking raven on my shoulder, and we'd be facing an angry mob again in no time. Master Gwynling's old birdcage.
Huh.
Useless undergrowth. I'll throw it out tomorrow.
Okay.
That horrible witch. She promised me that I could use the recipe to create a new body for Nuri. I'll never see those silver thalers again.
Ah, ok. Nei, så du, ja. Du jobber I hvert fall aktivt.
By Travia, it's all greasy. After I finished eating, I wanted to get to Fahi as fast as I could. I didn't have time to clean up.
Ok. Bird bath.
It's filled with magic fairy water from Nuri's cave. Giacomo's bird bath is very pretty, isn't it? He said he found it in some fairy ruins in the blood barrier.
Jeg bare undersøker alt som her.
Well, there's at least one big peacock.
Right, but that's all. Your world is much more beautiful.
Really? Jeg synes de må jo være
That
interessant.
accursed harp. If it hadn't been for that, you'd still be yourself.
I don't want to think about that. It was so horrible.
The seer's fairy harp.
Veldig gøy at de
It's
fortsatt har de
finally
samme
destroyed, thank the
stemmeskuespillerne.
gods.
Det foreldrene.
Do you miss your family, Nuri? The fairy queen and king?
A little, but I prefer not to look back. The
Stemmer det,
animals
hun var
and plants
prinsesse
of
også.
this world are my family now.
I was still very young when they died.
Ok. Så alt tilrettelagt for henne.
I never thought I could fix that after last winter. Nothing in there that could help Nuri.
Du har ikke lyst til å se engang? Fuck you. Ok, kan vi snakke litt med Nuri da?
Oh,
Don't move. If you move, it'll just get worse. I'll hurry with the salve. Nuri hasn't been a fairy since last winter. I wonder if I could have saved Andergast if I hadn't transformed her.
don't torture yourself, Geron. Things are as they are.
But they don't have to stay that way.
Redder du ikke Endegast da? Eller bare ser du på det som et tap siden det var så mange som døde? Ok, la
For
oss se på
Nuri's
det.
salve of healing, I need to mix ground up whirlweed with salve fat. Salve fat. I can only pray that the Lady Perina will allow the use of simple grease just this once.
Ah! Aha! Skal vi ta litt av den? Du.
By Travia, it's all greasy.
Ja, så ta det da. Skal vi bruke kniven på det?
It'll take half the night to scrape out the fat with that.
Ok. Gjør sånn da.
First, I have to grind up the herbs somehow.
Hvor har du en grinder? Skal vi gå ned og se litt? Se forandringen som har skjedd der?
No, I need to take care of Nuri.
Nei vel, vi skal ikke det. Ok. Skal vi gjøre sånn? Putte de der og grinde de der. Grind, 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 grind. Hva skal jeg bruke til å grinde da? Kniven?
Ah, I can grind up the herb with the knife handle.
Aha!
There. I can't grind.
Ok, så tar vi den.
I ground up the herb with my...
Ja, men... Ok. Fint det. Kan vi ta noe av den?
By It'll
Sånn.
take half...
Ja, men... Ok, jeg kom så langt. Bird skull. Hvorfor er det de hengende på veggen?
The skulls hail back to Gwynling's time.
They're
Creepy.
disgusting. Why don't you take them down?
We need to keep up appearances. If anyone notices that I no longer catch birds and live with a talking raven instead, they'll burn us alive.
But you saved them all. You ought to let them know.
Nope.
The bird catcher a hero? They'll all laugh at me. Anyway, I don't care what those idiots think of me.
But if they thought well of you, your life would be good.
Så han har ikke fått noen premie for alt det han gjorde.
Nuri, my life has been good. It was good to travel with you. It's enough for me that you know what we did.
Nå er du takknemlig for å reise med henne, men mens du reiste med henne i The Chains of Satinav, så bare klaget du.
As a bird catcher, I acquired quite a collection.
Jeg klagde også, for så vidt. Kan... Hva skal jeg bruke til å få ut av greasen da? Kan vi...
I ground up... I can't get it out.
Ok, jeg trenger et eller annet å ta det med. Det hørtes fælt ut. Ok, kan vi rive litt av den? Kan vi faktisk rive litt av den? Vær så
If I
snill.
pull on I can barely... Useless on... I'll throw it...
Ok, nei vel. Kan vi gå ned nå?
No.
Nei. F you. this. I hate being stuck. Kan jeg ta han?
Nuri's old
Nei. Sikkert det ikke noe inni der.
Nothing in there. I never thought... Nothing...
Ok, så den der. Jeg må få litt av det over der.
After I finished eating, I wanted to get to Faye as fast as I could. I didn't have time to clean up.
Fint det.
I'll cut out a rag.
Aha! Der fant vi ut av det. Yay! Ok, da tar vi den, og så tar vi pott.
The rag's now covered in fat.
Nom.
Perina, please let this fat be enough for Nuri's wound. It's all I have.
Sånn, og så... Sånn, Nuri, we're gonna
There.
heal you up.
And next, we'll make you a fairy again.
Did you meet the man?
Yes, I don't know if I can trust him though. But if Giacomo's right, then soon everything will be like it used to be. You'll be as tall as a human again, and
Og du
together
klager
we'll
over
travel
ham.
across Aventuria and have one adventure after another.
Romantisk.
When do you think I'll be able to fly again?
Let's see how your wound is doing tomorrow. Maybe we can go and practice a little.
Fine. Sleep well, Geron.
Sleep well, and don't worry. Soon everything will be as it was.
Jeg lurer på at
As the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone. Enter if to you the answer is known. If not, then forever your life I'll own.
Ah, kapittel 2. Ok. Ja.
And again, this time you can do it.
I don't know.
Hun kan ikke fly. Selvfølgelig kan hun ikke fly.
Don't be discouraged.
Det var her jeg traff henne første gangen. Ah,
Think about something nice. Think about...
prestasjon. Chapter 1 complete. Skal jeg få en prestasjon hver gang? Ok. Our last night by the campfire.
The night we spent together in the Brinask marshes. You wanted to enter a bond of love with me.
Yes, that was nice. But you lied to me before that.
I wanted to save you. If I told you the truth, you wouldn't have come with me.
Hadde
Anyway,
de
I
sex
still
da?
like to think about it. Do you
Ja,
remember?
det var klina litt. Our first meeting.
Think about the first time we met. You lived in a lonely cave for years, and together we found a way to finally free you. And all the things you've seen since then.
The first thing I saw were people who wanted to kill me.
Jävla
Yes.
pessimist.
But you've also seen nice things. Nuri, you must have one nice memory. Do you remember...
Our first
Remember
adventure.
the orcs and how I had to distract them? Wasn't that exciting?
They were eating so peacefully. And then you sent them off to war, just to get rid of them.
They were orcs. Orcs are always going off to war.
Jeg
All
hater
right.
pessimister.
It's time you become a fairy again. Do you remember how happy and carefree you used to be?
Of course I remember. That makes me even sadder.
Come on, that's enough for today.
Do I have to go back in the cage?
Unfortunately, yes. With a pet raven on my shoulder, the Andergastrians will immediately take me for a warlock again. I'm glad those days are over.
Oh well.
On the way back, let's stop by Fai's tent. He has such a carefree manner. I'm sure he'll raise your spirits.
Geron,
Yes?
I want to be like I was in former times too, but I don't know how. So much has happened.
We'll manage somehow.
Grusomt. Rubble.
This is where we met for the first time.
You were trying to catch me like a bird.
How was I to know you'd be so big and so stubborn?
You're a fine one to talk.
You're right. Even if we don't have a whole lot in common, we can certainly agree on that. Nuri's old cave is under there. When her fairy body was destroyed, the cave collapsed as well. Do you miss your old home?
I don't know. I don't think so.
This is where we met for the first time.
Jeg trodde det var inni der, men ok. Så det var hotspot. Nope, det var ingenting her. Nei, da går vi ned da. Det var bare de to hotspotsa. Føler fortsatt det er litt juks, men sånn er det. Skulle klikke nå? Nei, ok, takk lov. Der var hun igjen.
Who are those people?
Hva er dette
These
her for noe?
statues scare me.
De statuene
They
ligner
look
på
like the
det
pillars from
historien.
Fi's tale, only with faces.
Hey there. What's going on?
Brider, I can't work like this.
Master Bodia?
This man is disturbing my investigation. Talk to him. Send him away. I have no time for this sort of thing.
I'm sorry, but the School of Arcane Combat of Andergast has closed off this area until further notice. You
What?
should go home.
What happened here?
A mob from the city wanted to chase a traveling merchant out of the country, and this is what became of them. Ta-da! Ancient Tulamid pillars with an Andergastrian core. No trace of the merchant.
He disappeared?
Yep, now shoo. Otherwise the same thing might happen to you too.
What? What? Ah, crap.
Everything's cursed. Fahi was our best chance to heal you.
But isn't he evil? Didn't he petrify those people?
Nuri, that was an Andergastrian lynch mob. Had I been able, I would have turned them into stone too.
Uh-huh.
He must have left a trace around here somewhere. I'd better find it before the mages from the School of Arcane Combat do. Otherwise, we'll be right back where we started.
Kan jeg ta den?
Watch it, lad. I've got sharp eyes.
Du har briller.
Looks like the knapsack of a wanderer or hunter, not like the bag of a serious mage.
Hey, anybody in there?
She can't hear a thing. And if you
She?
keep yelling like that, neither can I. So, please.
Skal jeg rope deg døv?
Pillar. It has the face of the butcher woman from the market. What happened here? A
Han da?
stone pillar with a stone sword and an elaborately chiseled beard. If it really were chiseled, that is. What happened here?
Heh.
Hands off! This zone is restricted.
Ok, jeg må finne ut av mer av dette her i neste episode,
The
for jeg...
spirit must have been petrified as well.
What? Shut up. Anywho, yes. Vi ses i neste
How
episode.
many attackers were there?
Shut up! Dere får ha en fin dag eller en fin natt, alt etter når eller hvor dere ser denne episoden, og så ses vi i neste episode av Memoria. Ha det fint!